which is to do a welcome right at the start, give you some of my own personal tips and techniques, and let you know where I think are good places to go visit during Oracle Open World Week. Come on in, everyone, as you're streaming in. We've got lots of seats in the front section, so if you can come on all the way in, just keep filling the room as I'm talking. So first off, we've got a lot of people here. We've got 43,000 people at Open World this week. It's 5% higher than what we had last year. But we've spent a lot of time making sure that the content is personalized for you. And we've made a lot of changes at the conference, really trying to make sure that the conference is your open world. So first off, last year when you filled out those conference surveys, I bet you probably thought that they went back into the Oracle black box and that we didn't pay any attention to the feedback. But we did. We took a look at the feedback on the surveys, and we took a look at the feedback that we were getting from all of you on Oracle Mix. Oracle Mix is our social networking site for Oracle.com, and we launched this a couple of weeks ago when we opened up the registration for the conference. We've had 25,000 of you join onto the conversation, and we've gotten your feedback about what we should do with the event. First, I think we had over 400 sessions voted on by you, and we built that into our conference agenda, where we have over 1,830 education sessions. So thank you very much for creating all of that for us. What I wanted to do is walk through our top 5 feedback that we got. One is, if you remember, I stood up here on this stage last year and I showed you the agenda, show guide, and directory. And I said we were not going to be producing this next year because we wanted to be more green. The feedback that we got is that you still wanted a printed agenda and directory. So what we did is we made it 1/3 the size, and we printed it on fully recycled paper with recycled ink. So we did keep it, but it's a lot smaller, and there are pages in here. If you want to tear them out, you can actually just bring a 1-page section with you for the day so that you don't have to carry the whole book with you during the week. So the second bit of feedback that we got was to have fewer keynotes. We heard you. What we tried to do is just create 1 keynote block on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, and 1 on Wednesday. We want to thank NetApp, Intel, and HP for joining with us at Oracle and actually creating these single keynotes each day. What we also did is we made the content a lot simpler to be able to navigate in the show. There's now only 4 content streams, 1 for each of our major product lines, database, middleware applications, and then of course the industries area. So as you take a look at all the content in the agenda, show guide, and directory, it's structured in that way. It's hosted, each of those sessions, by, of course, the heads of our development, our uber gurus themselves, Ed Abbo, Thomas Kurian, and Andy Mendelson. The third bit of feedback that we got is that you wanted some dedicated exhibit hall hours. I think it was hard to be able to decide when to go to the exhibit show floor and not miss anything. So this year what we were able to do is make sure that there's an hour and a half each on Tuesday and Wednesday where you can go to the exhibit show floor and not worry about missing a session. You also said that you wanted more unconferences, and for those of you who might be new, an unconference model is one where it's unstructured and really led by the user group in terms of what you want to have talked about and what the flow is in each of the sessions. We did these on each day, but just for a couple of hours of each day, and the feedback is that these worked really well. So we built these in. We're now running them throughout all of the days of the conference, 4 full days. Be sure to go by and go visit it. It's in Moscone West on the 3rd floor. The last one is that you wanted more lounges for networking. And I think that's really the main point, is that this event really ends up being good for us to be able to spend time with customers, with your peers, with partners, and we wanted to be able to enable that more. So each of the streams now has a lounge area lots of bean bags, lots more sofa areas, and we've added, I think there's over 70 hotspot Wi-Fi areas, including in this keynote hall. So if you need to get online and be able to continue the conversation, you can do that in these areas as well. Okay, so what are my tips? What's new at the show? First off, you'll notice there's 110 information stations as you go around the show. Go up to these stations, and this is the screen that you'll first see. If you're looking for collateral, data sheets, white papers, all of that, you don't have to get them in pieces of paper anymore. You can request the collateral you're looking for and have it sent to you via email electronically. We've also built a section in there for navigation. If you're looking about where are you now and where do you want to go to next, this map will pull up a directional route for you, and it'll show you all the relative areas that you might want to go visit at Oracle Open World as you're walking there. This one is a little bit of my favorite. The city of San Francisco has been great. They've actually worked with a lot of the local businesses to make sure that you're welcome. If you take your badge and you take them to Union Square and want to go do a little bit of shopping or stop by the restaurants later on in the evening, you'll get some discounts while you're shopping around. Bloomingdale's, 15% off. Our green program is something that we started last year, and we've really built that out this year at the show, because Oracle technology is enabling our customers to be more green, and there are a lot of case studies around this that we wanted to be able to showcase. This is just a sampling of some of the sessions that we have in our green room area over at the Yerba Buena Gardens. We've also built out a green marketplace as well that showcases a lot of sustainable vendors local to the San Francisco Bay Area. Please be sure to stop by. There's some fun things, though, that we also did. If you're out in the Yerba Buena Gardens, there's an internet cafe in the center. You'll notice some stationary bikes. If you want to get on one of the bicycles and start pedaling for 15 minutes, you can plug your laptop in and get about an hour's worth of power, or plug your cell phone in and it'll probably charge your cell phone for almost 5 hours. We'll also give you a free cup of coffee and you'll burn 26 calories while you're at it. I think our most popular program is, of course, the developer program, and Tom Kite and Ted Farrell always have standing room only sessions. We've got 7 content tracks this year, and I think in particular the BEA folks that are in the room, this is always a popular one for you, but the hands-on sessions, that's where you want to be. Those are at the Marriott Hotel this year. And then tonight, don't forget OTN night. It's taking place at the Hilton Hotel. Be sure to get there early. I'm told that the food goes quickly in the first hour, but everyone stays until almost past 11 o'clock at night. And speaking about the nighttime, we have sessions that go into the early evening, but what we've discovered over the years is that the conversation seems to want to continue. And what we've done is built out a couple of programs just organized by topic at your favorite local restaurants and bars, and we've structured it in such a way so that if you want to keep the conversation going, you can go to these locations, and we've built out some areas and some conversations for everyone to be able to be there. Okay, the Customer Appreciation Event. This year, we're at Treasure Island. This is on Wednesday night. And if you're a full conference attendee, you have a badge, a wristband for this party. Be sure to come by and visit UB40. Alan Jackson. Charles Phillips is going to be introducing Alan Jackson this year. Elvis Costello. Psychedelic Furs. Gin Blossoms. And then I also wanted to highlight, my favorite is Seal. We have a surprise this year at Open World. What do you do after you win 8 gold medals? Michael Phelps is coming to Oracle Open World, and he'll be here later this morning in the NetApp keynote. So make sure that you stay. In the NetApp keynote, what we're going to have Michael Phelps do is do a drawing. 2 people in the audience are going to win a backstage pass to visit any one of the 6 entertainers that you like. So be sure to stay. It's in this same keynote during the NetApp portion. And then finally on Thursday, when we're all done, we do a big wrap reception. It's a bit of a wrap party, and I'm always surprised by how many people stay. This one is a big party. Please be sure to come and join. One last opportunity for interaction. Yerba Buena Gardens. So those were my tips. I actually went on site, online, to the Oracle Open World blogs, and I don't know if Dan Norris is here, but I hope it's okay. I actually pulled your tips for our Oracle Open World attendees. He's an Oracle ace, and I think he's presenting 3 sessions at Oracle Open World. But here was his first tip. Make sure that you wear comfortable shoes this week. As you're walking around, lighten up your bag. Read all the materials in advance, and then just bring what you need with you during the week. And then his last one was to drink plenty of water. I think actually what we were trying to say is that there's a lot of interaction and a lot of talking that happens at the show. And if you're not looking for water, then you're not talking enough. In fact, actually, in your full conference bags, we've given out a plastic water bottle that's reusable, and you'll see water stations throughout the convention this year where you can refill your water bottles. Okay, so how do you know where everything is located? Let's give you a quick tour. You're right now in Moscone North. This hall is being used for the keynotes and for the product general sessions. Moscone West and Moscone South, both of those have our exhibit show floor and demo grounds area. In particular, I have to highlight in Moscone West, Intel helped us sponsor Inside Innovation. You've got to go stop by and see it because there's a lot of really cool consumer technology. They've got a glass monitor for your computer that's see-through, and it's touch screen when you go up and go touch it. The registration area is primarily in Moscone West. Don't forget to visit the bookstore, and while you're at the bookstore, if you want to see how Oracle's retail technology is at work, there's a demo of it in the Oracle bookstore. The Apps Lounge and the Club Oracle Gold Lounge are also located in Moscone West. And then the Yerba Buena Center is where we're running the Green Program and the Green Marketplace. And then the hotels, that's where we have the developer and the middleware program. It's at the Marriott Hotel. Partners and OTN Night is at the Hilton Hotel. The Intercontinental, that's the new hotel right next door to Moscone West. The app sessions are being held there. And then if you're looking for the industry sessions, the Palace and the Westin Market Street Hotel is where those are located.
I'm looking.
So here's some of the stats, because we have a staff led by Tanya Wydick who has just worked really hard all year to make sure that this event goes well. Did you know that there are over 45,000 setup hours that go into Oracle Open World with over 3,600 staff here to make sure that you have a great week? We've got 310 shuttle buses, 295,000 square foot exhibit show floor. It's in 2 locations, both Moscone West and Moscone South. We serve 190,000 coffees, but we do recycle 375,000 cans and bottles during the course of the week. There are those virtual collateral racks that I was describing. There's 110 of them located throughout the show. Be sure to stop by there and get your collateral. This room has high definition screens. They're 20 feet high by 300 feet wide. Throughout the keynotes and the product general sessions, you'll be able to see these at work. The city of San Francisco and the SF Bay area, we've got 76,000 hotel room nights. Attendees are coming in from over 133 countries, 364 walkie-talkies, 66,144 chairs, and with that conference directory, the fact that it's 1/3 the size as what we used last year, I found out that we saved 965 trees. And then what we're doing for the Bay Area, we are generating a lot of revenue locally in our own backyard where our headquarters is located. There's over $100 million during the course of the week that's being brought into the Bay Area. Finally, we cannot do this event without our sponsors. I have to highlight HP, Intel, and NetApp. They've been fantastic, working with us all year to make sure that the content is relevant and that we actually work together for our joint customers. Together, we've got 320,000 customers. And really, that is the reason why we do this event. We do it to say thank you to all of you. Have a great show at Open World this week.